Okay, so hey, it's Ewan and I'm back. So today's video is going to be. I'll have to keep checking the mic because I think he's gonna run out of batteries and I haven't charged them ever since I got them. So okay, so today's video is going to be really special because we're going to be today talking about my vision and my aspirations as a writer, why I started a YouTube channel at all, what are my plans and what are my future goals and what do I mean to do bring forward with this community and just being here. What do I really want? Okay, so let's start from a bit back. Not a bit back, just a few time ago. If you have watched my other videos, you might know that I was pursuing medicine. Oh my god, why am I getting a call? Yeah. So if you've seen my other video, you might know that I was pursuing medicine. But then I decided to pursue arts, and it was a whole journey. I mean, I wanted to pursue arts, but it was something that is not considered as profound and as stable as medical. So the whole thing happened. If you want to know more about it, you can watch my first video. I talked about it. So now I have chosen art. So there's kind of a big responsibility kind of over my shoulders that I have to really like prove myself. So that is one of the reasons that I always stay motivated, especially in these days. I'm like really motivated and I really want to get things done. That's one of the things because, as I've told you before, that if one has aspiration, if one has a view in mind, then they would be able to stay motivated and just get things done. So I have all those visions. That is obviously the main reason that I feel motivated and I really want to work. Oh my god, I'm just so scared that this will run out of charging. I'm so sorry that I look distracted. Okay, so my big view, like the main idea is I looked at I'm a bit of a fun person. Like I really like fun. I'm extroverted. And while I really like all those, inner thoughts and deep talks, but I like if you're that's all that we're talking about, sometimes I might get bored. It doesn't happen. I love artistic talks, but sometimes, it shouldn't be always like philosophical. I also really want to be out there and do stuff. But as writers, as authors, it sometimes like kind of limits that. And I do not want, because as artists, as people, I do not want to be limited. Because it's always been in me. I'm really passionate and I really want to be out there, whether it's to help people or just be myself. I always want to like communicate and just be in the front lines. That I've always wanted that. So what I really wished was that I looked at how like, sometimes it can be a bit almost boring. I was like, is this writing, is this like all it's about? I'm just gonna sit there and I'm gonna write, I'm gonna create worlds, and only some people are going to be able to read that, and then I'll just sit in my room and start working on another book. Do not get me wrong, I love that. I love writing. But you know what I like more? You see those shows and people are out there and promoting their music, promoting their albums. I thought, why not with us? Why not with writers? Why not with artists? Because we're also sitting here, sometimes we're sacrificing our dreams, wrecking our minds to just get the perfect idea, to just get the story flowing. Sometimes everyone's like having that creative block and you have to push through it and you have to push through the all those comments and how are you going to earn money and all those little remarks which people think don't hurt but they do. And then you go underappreciated, even if you think like, oh my god, I think that she's a popular author and she gets appreciated enough. But look at those artists of music, those musicians, those singers. They're awesome, they're talented, and they get to go out there and promote their music and actually have a really like solid fan bases and have their work really be working for them. But for us, it's sometimes like it can get like a bit teeny bit boring because like I do not just want to be sitting here and like just promoting my book on social media. Why don't we get invited, especially for our debut novels, which I think is like so cool. Like you're just getting into the whole writing realm. It's so exciting, and or writing realm or just fashion realm if you're in fashion and stuff like that. But I feel like that we don't get promoted enough, you know? Like sometimes I'm also like looking at staff of musicians and directors and stuff. And I think that directors, movie directors, or just directors in general, they've got, you know, such like amazing skills to direct and everything, but they do not get to showcase that. They do not get known. And some, you know, some people really want to be stars and still want to be out there, still want to be known for what the work they do. But, you know, a movie will go on while a lot of people who put in a lot of hard work will just go unnoticed. And um, it's like kind of unfair for some people. Obviously, some people are like, don't really want to get their name out and stuff like that. But I think for a lot of people, if they're really putting in the work, they want to be known for it. You know, I'm not only talking about the fame, I'm just talking about like kind of like the difference that we do not get to market our books like that. We do not get to talk poetry, philosophy, and stories and play game all those games that other like artists of acting and artists of music get to do. And I was like really disappointed in that because I really, really wanted that life. But I did not really want to pursue music, but I really wanted that life that sometimes they get. And I was like, I want to pursue, yes, I want to pursue writing, but why do I keep getting drawn towards that? And then I realized that it wasn't about the music itself. It was also about how they were like really able to showcase their work, to showcase them their own personalities. And I've like as a, a young girl, I've always wanted that if I was writing a novel, then I'll also get to be known as me. And like I want my novel to be out there, not like limited like that. I Are you getting this? Oh my god, or is it just me? So was to my kind of dream is to have it so that writers and artists of word shapes and everyone who goes unnoticed and puts in so much hard work, just sitting there thinking of whole damn worlds, thinking of whole these philosophies in their heads. You know, sometimes we really need an outing and we really need a different look, because sometimes just sitting around there with words, you can just get lost in the words and lose yourself. So we need that kind of stuff as well. And we really need a better kind of marketing as well, to market our books, to market our work, to showcase our work, to showcase that we writers, we artists, we all those creatives who go unnoticed are also so damn talented. Is it out of battery? No, it isn't. So I really, really wanted that. So I decided, why not have it? So that's why my one of my big aims, like, you know, you've got big aims and then break it down to smaller aims. So one of my big aims is to kind of have that, to start having that, to start that possibly on my own. Because I also like wish to maybe perhaps, if this idea is good enough and I see enough resources and people supporting this idea, to start my own publication house later, after I've got also obviously some work done on my own. So I'm actually seen as more eligible for all of this. And if I've got myself far enough and I'm seen enough, then obviously then is my work really going to start off. So I want to start like kind of like a publication house, and we're going to like have a bunch of writers and artists of shapes and painters like stuff, and perhaps even movie directors, people who aspire to be movie directors or script directors like that, all together, and they work on projects. The writers write, they have a whole book, and the writers write, the painters paint on it and stuff like that. They have like stuff like that. And with all that, for the book, we will also like kind of have a music video or like a video which will kind of release later, and we go about like marketing it, to bring all those, so my idea is to bring all those creatives together who get a notice, to show the world that side of our work, because people do not really see our work as that fun, but like kind of to make it fun. And like I want to get to know other artists like me, creative like me, and just to sit together. So I really wish to start a publication house like that, in which we like if I elaborated, a whole like we get albums, like music artists too. I'm not sure about how those albums work, but I'm talking about the way like it will be for us artists. We'll have stories written there, and we'll have perhaps like the stories coming out and dates like that, that these stories are going to come out. And we'll have groups, and those groups will work together in different groups. Firstly, we'll obviously start with one group and stuff like that. That's one of my dreams, but which I'm not really sure about, and I'll have to work out the details later and stuff. But obviously, I need some support and some, if people are really interested in that. But I think the idea is actually has so much potential, and we can really work towards that. And also, like with all the like publication house, okay, that's another thing. And to start like having like perhaps I want to like encourage it for other like shows out there, creators out there who do this, like like BuzzFeed and stuff like that, to also invite writers and have them play the games, so they can also market their books like that. So I want others to do it, but obviously to make the change, I will have to be the change first. So perhaps I'll have to start doing it on my own channel, or like perhaps when I make the publication house, we will be doing that as well, and start that on the side, and that we will be doing that as well. Like kind of like in whole industry, you can start like a whole like kind of different types of artist revolution, and then we will be like filming behind the scenes and fun little videos and vlogs. That would be so much fun. Oh my god, that would be a dream come true. Oh my god, it would be so much fun. I would love that. I would love that. So that was kind of my main vision. And with all that stuff, I know some people are really interested in philosophy and literature and history, but sometimes it just gets a bit boring sitting around and looking at words. So and all there like lonely people out there, we want to be making like kind of a safe little haven for them, like where they can read those ideas, where they can just be inspired and look at different art, because art is like a really great therapy, especially that of paintings and of write words. Those are really good therapies as well. Oh my god, yeah. And this is the kind of like the first time I'm saying it like totally out loud, and I'm not perfectly sure about my ideas. I'm still young, and I'm still unsure. I'm like just one team, just a one person team, one man team. That's what you call it. So it's really confusing for me. So that's where my confusion, my stuttering is coming from. So please excuse that. But like, wouldn't it be so much fun? Like we're just all doing little games as writers, like how they get to do, like they're going and doing videos like truth or dare, the cast of this place, the cast of this place, but then be going there as perhaps groups of different creatives like that, or just as writers. Ideas are bound to really take off if one believes in them enough. It's not that ideas are entirely wrong. A lot of creative ideas are entirely wrong, but it's how you put the work into them. I'm a one man team. I will obviously need a lot of work done, a lot of research and stuff like that. But I think I'm willing to do all that because even though I'm really sometimes I like really unsure of the whole entire idea, I don't think it deserves to be fully scrapped because all ideas have potential if you're willing to put the work in. It would fail in the start. Oh, my brother's here. Bye bye. I'm making a video. So yeah, that's kind of my dream. That is my main vision and my main aspiration, and I'm really glad I got to share it with you. I was a bit worried about the audio, so I think I kept getting distracted, and I have that's my biggest vision. I'm pretty sure I have should have more visions, but I'm just so nervous that I forgot about them. Yeah, I actually have more like after like college, after my 11th grade and after my 12th grade. I want to move to the UK and perhaps study in Oxford and just live in a little apartment in UK and like start launching my ideas more effectively in a quieter space where I am able to freely get those ideas moving. So I really want that to be able to focus on my work because this work also like requires your heart and mind. And while I could learn really easily, like even if there was a lot of noise, just and even if I was feeling a lot of things, I would just lock the door and I would study and I will tell my feelings to go away and I'll just study. But for this, you have to get in the right feeling. You have to take write down the right words, and for that, you really need the peace of mind and everything like that because that's the main thing you're using. So for that reason, I would really like a quiet space. That's why I often dream about like living alone and so I can do my work more effectively. Yes. So I think that was it for the video, and that's what I really wanted to share with you guys. I will perhaps see you in a more interesting video later. Oh my god, my hair looks so bad. I just do skincare and sometimes I get it on my hair. It starts looking oily before my hair wash day. Yes, that was it. And if you're interested, please comment down below and tell me your opinions and everything. Tell me, and if you're interested in the community, introduce yourself in the comments. I will surely reply to all of you. Surely, surely, without any hesitation. Please, obviously, make the appropriate comments, but I will be like overjoyed to actually reply to you. I love comments and I love talking to people, okay? So if you have any queries and if you have any further ideas for this, and also I was really thinking about a philosophy club. I will have to work out the details later about how I want to start it and everything. Perhaps Patreon or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't. That's the most raw idea right now. I haven't got anything worked out about that. So if you're interested in kind of that, let me know in the comments. And I will see you next time. So, peace. Peace. I'm wearing a ring.